year, and he's only allowed one quarterback pressure the entire year.
Okay.
Is that, if that's consistent with what you guys have found, is that an outrageous stat? Is that normal?
It's really good. It's not true, but it's really good.
Yeah, then it's not true.
He gave up a sack at the end of the first half of the Indiana, the last play of the half.
Does QB pressure and sack, does that count the same?
I'll take the pressures. I won't take the sacks.
Okay,
but
great.
no, he's
Is
been
he
really
playing
consistent.
Like a first-round NFL tackle right now.
I don't know if it's first round yet. He's playing really well. He's been consistent. He struggled. Through camp, he missed a lot of camp, lost a lot of weight. He's starting to get back to himself right now. The first 4 or 5 games, he's gotten his weight back. He's gotten his strength back. He's starting to play more consistent, which is just what we're talking about. It's got to be consistent. But, yeah, I trust him. He works hard. His last 2 games have been really good. Physical, the amount of knockdowns he's had in the last 2 games has been really, really impressive.
Seems like when you guys need yards or you're on the goal line or something, that's your guy you're running behind.
There's no question. Him and Michael and Billy, that's a pretty strong left side.
And Brandon, how has he progressed?
He's progressing. He's doing well. Again, same thing. Not consistent enough for me. I want him to. He's got to work on his pad level. He knows that. He's a tall guy playing guard, which is just hard. But he just has to develop that consistency where he's tough and physical all the time. He's really done a good job of protecting, inside as a guard. I've been happy with his pass protection in there. He just needs to be more consistent and more physical in the run game. I want him to be dominant, not just block the guy. I want you to dominate those guys, and that's what he has to do. He's not there yet.
And your center, like last year, you had a guard transition to center, became the Remington winner. How's Billy doing?
I'm telling you right now, he's playing exceptional. He is at a high level. He doesn't make mistakes. He organizes things up front for all those guys. He gives Bowen and Michael Jordan comfort to compete in there because they're never going to not know what's going on or because of what he does. He's physical. You talk about a guy that's been unbelievable in pass protection. There's a guy that's been unbelievable because in a lot of these 3-4 schemes that we've seen, he's sold up on that nose. We don't help him because we're trying to get the other guys and get everybody protected. He's been outstanding. I couldn't be more happy with what he's done.
You mentioned Brandon and his pad level. You have 2 really tall guards. Mike's like 6'7" too.
Yeah, they're both pretty big.
Is there such a thing as being a natural guard? I'm talking from a physical standpoint, and if so, how hard is it for guys like that to work through maybe being more of a tackle type of body playing that position?
It is difficult, very difficult. Something that we work on every day. We work on the bend and the pad level. Even Isaiah, same thing. He's a tackle, but still he's 6'7". And that pad level, when you want to run the football and be physical, especially at the guard position, what you said, yeah, obviously if you had a 6'3" guard that was powerful and had great leverage, it'd be super, you know what I mean? But then again, he might not have long arms and all that. So the prototypical stuff I don't buy into very much. Okay. You take the 5 best players and you make them do what their job is and you train them. And that's what we're doing with Mike. And Mike's done a better job. Mike's played a lot lower with his pads this year. Brandon has to continue. It's a struggle. We work on it every day. He's getting better, but again, he's not consistent enough doing it, being low, and creating movement for us in the run game. And that's what we strive for.
And I know you weren't here in 14, but in that year they had Pat and Billy as the 2 starting guards.
Pretty good, huh?
Well, yeah, knowing what you know about those guys, and it's, not to compare what you have now to that because they're both like NFL guys, but that's like what you want. That's it, right?
Perfect. I'd take that any day of the week, no question.
Let me ask you, you've had
Couple more questions for Coach.
ample opportunity to get some of the backup guys in there. Who out of that group in the 40, 50, 60 reps, whatever they've had over 5 games, has really made some moves for you? Or
I'll tell you, Thayer Mumford.
Yeah.
That young kid, I'm surprised. He surprises me every day with his maturity, kind of like Michael Jordan did last year. They surprise with how hard they work, with how hard they pick things up. His ability to go in there and play tackle as a freshman like that's been unbelievable to me. So I try to get him as much as I can. I think Brady Taylor's done a nice job the past 2 games. I was worried about that depth behind Billy and developing another center. Brady's been really, really good the past 2 games, so I'm kind of excited about that. And then Josh Allaby, still those other guys now are still work in progress. I got to keep getting them as much reps as I can and making them better. They're not where they need to be yet.
Is Knox going to have a chance back in there in a week or 2? Or what?
I'm hoping so. He had a good week of practice this week, and keep putting him in there and getting him going. But yeah, I hope so.
Do you have
Last question.
7
Go ahead,
guys now? You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
That you can play. Who are the 6 and 7?
Brady Taylor, Thayer Mumford, and Matt Burrell.
And Matt Burrell. Yeah.
Burrell's, we lost Burrell for with that little foot nagging thing and that hurt us.
So you got 8 now.
Exactly. So yeah, I do. I feel comfortable with
Does
those
that
guys.
give you flexibility down the road if you want to play Brady and Billy?
Yes, you betcha. It sure does. That gives you a lot of flexibility if something happens. We've been fortunate, knock on wood, they've been consistent. They played physical, and we got everybody healthy, so that's a blessing. But I do have confidence in those other guys.
And when you were growing up, were you a natural guard?
No, I was a tackle. You kidding me?
And how are Josh and Wyatt coming along?
Really good. You know, they're the next guys. I'd like to start getting in there if things work out. I mean, but they're still a little bit behind the curve learning. They're still learning the stuff, but they're really close, and they're going to be, both of them are going to be really good.
Great.
All
Coach,
right.
thank you.